Hello. How's everyone doing? I am really tired, if you are wondering. Night times when I put my kids to bed, I have to tell myself to stay awake because I'm always falling asleep when I put my children to bed. So I forced myself to stay awake because I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't done my live yet. So I apologize. I did promise that I was going to talk about the Gutsy Health membership and what it's all about and why we've revamped it. And first, I need to tell you guys why I have created it, because I think the why is really important. Like I said in my stories, when it comes to healing, it is really, really confusing. There's a lot of information. There's a lot. There's a lot. And I remember talking with someone and he said, if you could take all of your knowledge and put it on paper and sell it to someone, how much would you sell it for? And I gave him a number, but I was like, there's no ways hundreds of thousands of people can afford that. So I wanted to create a program that could help, that I could take all of this up here, all of my failed attempts at healing and helping educate people on healing. Because I've done thousands of consults now, you guys, thousands, maybe 1,000. I don't know. I've done a lot. And the biggest issue is it's not the education, it's the implementation, you guys. Implementing health and wellness is daunting. It's frustrating. It's overwhelming. It's confusing. Because it's like learning how to play a piano, right? In the beginning, you have to create the muscle memory, and we don't realize that we need muscle memory when it comes to completely changing our lifestyles, right? But we do. And so we need, utilizing the piano playing, you need music, you need to read some notes. And so this program is essentially the musical notes. It's just reading the notes and learning how to read the notes, and then you can play music. So let me talk to you about what it entails, and to see if it's a good fit, because a lot of people are like, I want to join the program, but maybe you don't need to, right? But maybe you do need to. So that's what I want to talk about today is if you are on your healing journey and you want to figure out how to heal, because there's multiple levels of inflammation. Let's say you have inflammation, right? There's multiple levels of it. How do you know which diet you should go on? Do you go on paleo? Do you go on autoimmune paleo? Do you do a low histamine diet? Are you highly sensitive to anti-nutrients? Is that even an issue for you? All of these questions, right? What I try to do in this program is create these visuals and help you understand them, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself because I want you to learn how to be the expert, and then you can gauge your symptoms. And if you're like, you know what, I need to do low histamine. Okay, you have a low histamine meal planner that you can implement, right? Now, let me explain to you the meal planners. Let me explain to you the program. When you sign up, for instance, you get a weekly to-do list. First, you fill out a form that is your why. Why are you doing this? Because I'm going to have you refer back to that. And you're going to have to fill it out and be like, I am doing this because I want to feel better. I am doing this because, and I'll tell you my why, and you'll see it in the program if you sign up. But my why is because I want to be a rock star of a grandparent. I want to be very active. I want to play with my grandchildren. I don't want to die very slowly. I want to live an extremely full and vibrant life. That's why I do this, right? And so I want you to refer to your whys when you are joining the membership, and then remind yourself why you're doing it. But then week 1, you get a Pantry Clean Out. And it says, okay, you have to throw out these foods. Look for these things on your labels. They're gone. Okay, now you're going to replace them with these foods. And you get a list and you get a picture. And you even get websites, where the best nuts and seeds you can get. I found this, I had a client tell me about this incredible online store where it's organic, soaked, sprouted nuts and seeds. You guys, you don't get better than that, right? Where the heck do you buy that? You don't really buy it from Sprouts. I'm pretty sure like all the Sprouts nuts and seeds are like really rancid. You learn about rancidity with nuts and seeds. You learn about different types of fats that you should be cooking with, the fats that you shouldn't be cooking with. And then that's like week 1. And then week 2, it's like clearing out the fridge. Okay, learn about your vegetables. Learn about like the caloric like value of vegetables. Okay, which ones are the best? Which ones are better? Which ones are good? Which ones are bad vegetables? Because they are bad vegetables depending on what you're dealing with. I give you my list of my favorite greens to put in smoothies. And then the 3rd week, it's like, okay, throw out all your condiments. Are they all gone? Great. Replace them with these healthier versions. Replace them with this sugar-free ketchup. So you're doing it week by week so that it's not overwhelming and daunting, right? So you're printing out all of these notes, and you're creating kind of like a workbook for yourself. And it'll be your Gutsy Health workbook with your goals, and then your week by week. But not only that, but you will get like a free, so there's 2 tiers for the membership, right? Everyone gets the informational stuff that I was talking about. Your tier 1 people, you get all that informational stuff. And then once a month, you get a menu planner, like autoimmune menu planner or low histamine or autoimmune keto. So once a month, you will get a different type of menu planner. So you're going to print that out. It's going to have the shopping list. It's going to have the meal prep protocols, all of that jazz, right? So you get 1 of those a month. But with my 2nd tier people, they get all that information that I spoke about, like the weekly handouts, the notes, the to-do lists, the shopping lists. And then they get 2 different meal plans. So you can get like there's an order on when they are released per month. So instead of the 1, you get 2. So let's say you get like the PCOS diet, and you get later in that month, you will get like low histamine or some other food program. But then with the 2nd tier people, not only do you get that, but then weekly, you will also get a paleo diet as well. And so this is where it gets confusing, because if you are someone who is like, I am brand spanking new, I don't want to go and like, I don't need to do low histamine diet. I don't need to do autoimmune paleo. I don't need to do a FODMAPs diet. I just want to learn the basics and eat really yummy food that's really healthy and Janique approved. And I don't have massive amounts of inflammation. I just have some autoimmune diseases. I know, right? It's like a hierarchy. It's like inflammation and inflammation, right? So if you're just like in the inflammation category down here and not like boom out there, then paleo is probably okay for you. And so with the 2nd tier membership, you get a weekly meal plan, right? Plus those extra ones that I was talking about. So what I have people do, you got to print them out, guys. Print them out, because when you print them out, it's your meal plan, it's your recipes, all my latest recipes, it's the meal prep protocols, the shopping list. And when you print these out weekly, and let's say you're doing the membership for 6 months, you have a lifetime's worth of meal plans and shopping lists, and you will never have to think about grocery shopping ever again or making a shopping list, because you can go through your binder and say, I want to do that meal plan this week, or I want to do that meal plan this week, or I feel like those meal plans, and it's all planned out for you. I spend hours, literally hours weekly, planning out these meal plans so that you don't have to do it, so that you don't have to make a shopping list. All you have to do is print it out, and it's really awesome. Also, with the membership, you're going to learn the differences between the different meal plans, because do you guys even know what I mean by when I say paleo, like autoimmune keto? Like, what does that even entail? What are the okay foods and the not okay foods? And when I say histamine, oh my gosh, not even all the lists can agree on like low histamine foods, right? So, I will be creating lists, but you will have to adjust them according to your own personal needs, but it won't be that hard, because like 90% of the work is already done for you. Figuring out that 90% is really, really hard. Fine-tuning that 10%, really easy, and you can do that, right? And if not, you're going to have the online like Gutsy Health private group to like ask questions on, because we're going to be doing posts like every other day, sharing research, sharing really good information, reminders about certain things. There's going to be so much great content teaching you guys like how to utilize certain foods in certain ways. And, you know, like there's a post that we just created today. We're creating our content right now, but a post on like 10 ways to use coconut manna. Do you guys even know what coconut manna is? If you don't, you should, because it's wonderful. It's such yummy food. Like you can put it in desserts and sauces and soups and put it on bread even if you want. Anyways, so if you guys have any questions, spew them out about the membership right now. But really that's what it entails, is just teaching you how to be an expert in your own health and wellness, teaching you how to make the hard work easy. So again, you don't have to plan out the meals. When I was learning all of this, and I see the deer in the headlights look on my clients all the time when I'm saying, okay, guys, you're coming to me, you're not feeling well, I need to put you on an autoimmune paleo diet. And they're like, what is that? And I say, you know what, just download this. But downloading a menu plan isn't enough, right? It's not like, that's not enough support. Why is the autoimmune important? Like, it's understanding the why. When we understand the why, the doing makes it a lot easier and you're more motivated. And so I want you guys to constantly be educated as to why these things are important, why we do it this way, like why you had inflammation in the first place. And so, yes, the meal plans are the first thing. But again, will the private group be on Facebook or Instagram? It's going to be on Instagram. Most people voted Instagram. If there's a lot of people that want it on Facebook, then we'll just take that information and put it on the private Facebook group. But I'm really I'm leaning towards Instagram right now. Anyways, so with so I'll try to remember from the top of my head the monthly plans. So month 1 is going to be cleaning out the pantry, cleaning out the fridge, cleaning out your condiments, and then like really great snack ideas, like foods on the go, right? Month 2 is learning about fats, carbohydrates, proteins, and sugars. So you're going to learn like what a fat is, different types, and there's video tutorials too. Like I'm recording videos, they're going in with these inserts, and so you get to watch the videos as you go along. So month 2 is learning about fats, carbs, proteins, all that kind of stuff. I'll show you guys more content as the next few days go by. Month 3 is, I think it is, what is it? Is it the Costco? It's the shopping cheat sheet. So the Costco shopping cheat sheet, Trader Joe's shopping cheat sheet, Amazon shopping cheat sheet, Thrive shopping cheat sheet. So, like all the links and all the products that I think, good, better, best, right? Like when you're going to Costco, you absolutely want to buy these things. They are wonderful. You'll save a lot of money and time. When it comes to nuts and seeds, you definitely want to buy them online at this place, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Because again, this has taken hours and hours and hours of like trial and error on my part, and then hours of like research on my part as well. Plus I have an assistant that helps me research this too. So our hours and hours and hours are literally on a piece of paper for you, and you don't have to waste your time. Okay. What is month 3? Month 3 is I can't remember. I'll just post it. I'll post like the whole agenda, but then we're just going to be going through like, do you get into detoxing at all? So we are going to be getting into detoxing. So you can sign up for 3 months and you can sign up for 6 months, but all the clinical stuff, that's going to be from 6 months onward. So that's a little bit more advanced stuff. We will talk about detoxing for sure, but we're not going to get into like the nitty gritty of it. But trust me, we will talk about detoxing. We'll talk about ways to detox, different methods. Again, if the community wants to learn about detoxing, we'll start making posts on Instagram about it. We'll post on the stories. We'll share our little secrets about what we found has been the best detoxifiers, supplements to take while detoxing, and we'll make like cute little Instagram posts on little topics that we talk about for you guys. So is it month to month payment or not? So yes, you can do month to month. It's just going to be more expensive. Obviously 6 months, if you pay up front, is going to be cheaper than 3 months. It's going to be completely up to you and how you want to do it. All right. And you'll get to see like the agenda, because there is an agenda. Month 1, you go through these things. Month 2, these things. So you can't just pay for 1 month and get all the information, unfortunately. Any other questions, you guys? Anyways, so to me, the to-do list, the information that you're going to get emailed to you weekly, you're going to print that out and it's going in your workbook, right? And then you want to implement it. The other part, which is to me is just so invaluable, yet is very overwhelming for people, is the menu plans. And I'll tell you why, because it's a lot of information thrown at once. And a lot of times when we plan our meal plans, things go so smoothly. But a lot of us haven't like trained ourselves to plan our meal plans. But it just makes your life it's so simplified. You save so much money. You save so much time. And so that's why, you guys, meal planning will make or break you. Well, I mean, meal planning will make you, it won't break you. All right. Let's see. You mentioned a PCOS diet, any diet offered that could help with endometriosis. And so that would be endometriosis. You would want to look into like an autoimmune keto. And there is an autoimmune keto diet that we have as well. What if I worry I won't like the food, the new diet? So here's the thing. I haven't had anyone so I always am super flattered when members in the past have told me, my husband loves the food. And I get that a ton. So here's the thing. I don't know how fussy people are. So obviously I am scaling everything to such a general audience. But I have not yet had, and maybe people are just too nice to say something, but the meals are yummy and simple. And those of you who have bought my cookbook, like, you love the food. Like, you love it. And it's good food. It, like, healthy food is supposed to taste yummy. All right. Now, when you get more into the stricter diets, like low histamine, you can still make it tasty, but you're just way more limited. I don't know what you need. I don't know your inflammatory level. Are you down here with inflammation? Are you up here with inflammation? I don't know. You will get to learn and figure that out for yourselves, and, and then go and do, because you'll have all the tools to, right? You'll have, meal plans planned out for you, and you'll be able to tweak them the way you need to according to your own dietary needs and caloric needs and things that you are allergic to, and so on and so forth. Will the content be available for reference once the 3 to 6 month membership is over? So that's actually a great question. I'm not sure. The content is printable, so you will get to print out your forms. However, the videos you won't be able to access anymore. So, but again, like 70% of that information is going to be in your printable stuff. The mini lectures that I do is just reiterating that information and then giving you extra information, but it's not stuff that you have to memorize. So it's just bonus. And that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it in a nutshell. So this is like a cookbook on drugs, but it's not a cookbook. It's a workbook. All right. So will be the community. Oh, I also forgot. We're going to be doing interviews for the membership. So we're going to be interviewing members on their healing journeys. I'm going to be bringing in like guest speakers as well to talk on certain topics. And so there's going to be a lot of exclusive information too. We're trying to schedule that out right now, but you will probably you'll get like a weekly newsletter and a monthly newsletter. And basically it'll say, hey, we're interviewing so-and-so on Wednesday at 10. Be there, post your questions on this post, blah, blah, blah. We are not capping membership. So someone asked that. Nope, it can be as many people as you want. Like, we won't cap it. Yeah, it's going to, because it's a group learning environment, right? And so it's kind of like learn as you go. Unfortunately, I still won't be able to, like, when people ask personal health questions, I still can't answer that because I need you to sign like liability waivers for that, and this isn't what that's about. But there's no reason why we can't learn in a group community. And so you can ask like a very general question and we can answer very generally. But yeah, so we're going to be doing like a few interviews every month, talking about certain topics, doing, private Q&As, that kind of stuff. So I think it's going to be really fun. I'm really excited for this revamp. We've put so much time, so much effort into it. I've actually hired someone on full time to help me with this because we want this to be awesome for you guys. All right. And I think it will be. It's going to be really great. And the content is going to be stellar, and it's just going to be really simple. And whether the information is in your workbook or you're referring to Instagram, like it's just going to be super intuitive, and I hope you guys like it. Alrighty, and that's it. Any more questions, you guys? And it's going to be super affordable too. Like, remember, if you pay upfront in full, remember I talked about the 2 tiers, like tier 1, where you just get the workout, like the sheets, the to-do sheets, and then you get like 1 meal planner a month. Like, that's going to be $20, guys, plus the Instagram access, plus the interviews, plus the Q&As, plus all of that stuff. And then the second tier, when you pay up front, it's just $40, and you're getting tons of meal planners and tons of like all of the other extra meal planners, because my weekly meal planners, like I said, are paleo meal planners. That's what I like to call the fun, healthy meal planners. Everything else just gets a little bit more stricter depending on what we're trying to treat and heal. And we can talk about that as well too. When does it begin? So people can start signing up this weekend. So starting Friday, people can start signing up, and then you will get your intro email with a video. And then there is a schedule when content is released. So there will be schedules that you will be known of, but content is released every Monday. Your new worksheet is released on a Monday. We check in with you via email on Friday. Like, hey, how's it going? Are you keeping up with your goals? What was difficult today? Share it with us in the Instagram group. We want to hear, because I think we can learn from each other, right? We can learn from each other's hardships, and, this was really hard for me, or trying to get kids on board is really hard. And let's talk about that, right? So you can start signing up Friday, and then Monday you will get your first Pantry Clean Out worksheet, videos talking about nuts and seeds and cooking oils. I mean, I even show you in the video, guys. It's really cool. Does anybody know the difference between like unrefined olive oil and refined olive oil, or like or avocado oil? It's like organic, cold pressed. Like, does anybody know the difference between that? I explain it to you. Because there's like organic, there's organic cold pressed, there's organic like virgin cold, it's all so confusing. And so I'm just like, okay, this is the difference. This is the heating point to these, and this is not the heating point to these. So don't worry, it'll make sense, I promise. So the pricing is depending on which tier you want to do. And if you pay up front in full, it's either $20 a month or it's like $40 a month. Really cheap, guys. It's super affordable. And here's the thing is you got to put value on your health, right? And so there was something that Jared Harris, who runs Burn Bootcamp, told me. And again, $40 is not that bad, but he said, when people pay, they pay attention. And I wish I could just give this out to free for the entire world, but then you wouldn't value it. And I want you to value your healing process, your healing journey. And I want you to pay attention to it. All right. I want you to create time and space and value your bodies and your health. And, and this is why I created this, because making the changes at home, I think I said yesterday in my stories, 2% of your healing comes from doctors and testing and, finding answers in the clinic. 98% of that healing happens in the kitchen. It happens at home. It happens when you're grocery shopping. It happens when you're restocking your pantry. It happens when you are stocking your fridge. That's where the healing happens. That's where the magic happens. But that part can be so overwhelming because it's so new. It's such a new world. And so I want to make that so much easier for you. And I want to handhold you through that, through this program. And I hope I think it does a really good job at that. Alrighty. So that's it. And I will post pricing, and then I will let you guys know the link to sign up on Friday if you want to do it. But it's going to be really, really fun. I promise. And yeah, I think as well, as people heal, I want to interview members. I think we need to hear each other's stories. There's someone that I want to bring on who cured her migraines. How many people have migraines? Yeah, how did you do that? What lifestyle changes did you make? What supplements did you take? What were your secrets? Share them with us. What are my secrets? I'll share them with you. Let's share our healing secrets with each other so that they're not secrets, they're just common knowledge, right? And I think it's going to be really fun to hear each other's stories, to learn from each other's stories. That's what I've always wanted for this community, is just us empowering and educating each other, right? We're all leaders in this space. It's not just, oh, Janique is creating this. No, we're creating this together, right? So there you go. Thanks for listening, guys. I thought this was going to be 5 minutes, and I don't know how long it's been, maybe 15 minutes, but I'll keep talking about it throughout this week and posting stuff so that you can get excited and see what it's about. And yeah, talk to you later. Have a good night, everyone.